Consider this. Gentlemen, envision a life where your happiness stands firm, unbound by the affections of others, where those longing gazes, missed phone calls, or messages saying thinking of you no longer sway your inner calm. This isn't some distant legend from the past. It's a truth you can claim today through discipline and wisdom. Stoicism, that enduring philosophy forged in ancient times, imparts this vital lesson: cultivate inner peace and true contentment, no matter the storms raging outside. But how, you might ask, does this connect to the desire for someone to truly miss your presence? In matters of love and relationships, we men often seek out attention and affection from others, convinced it holds the key to our fulfillment. Yet Stoicism presents a powerful counter-approach. Direct your energies towards self-improvement. Forge emotional independence through discipline, and embrace the present moment without clinging attachments. This path not only strengthens you, but, in a twist of wisdom, makes you more magnetic, drawing others to remember you more deeply. In this video, we'll explore living and loving with the steadfast spirit of Stoicism. Through this, we not only enrich our own lives with greater depth, but also reshape our relationships in ways that surprise and strengthen us. Walk with me, as a mentor sharing hard-earned wisdom, to uncover how to inspire others to miss you not via clever games or fleeting strategies, but by embodying the rock-solid virtues of self-reliance and inner satisfaction. And as always, your support fuels this journey. A straightforward act of strength is to subscribe to the channel now. On the road to lasting happiness and true fulfillment, it's all too easy for us seasoned men to stumble into the snare of chasing approval from the outside world. We measure our worth by how others react, what they think, and the attention they give, particularly in our closest bonds. But let me share this insight with you. There's a stronger, more enduring route to joy, and it lies in the disciplined path of Stoicism. It guides us to channel our focus on what we command our thoughts or deeds, our responses, while wisely accepting what escapes our grasp, like the feelings of those around us. This doesn't imply turning cold or shutting down your emotions, but rather awakening to the truth that genuine fulfillment and self-respect spring from your inner strength, not from whether others approve or notice you. Pause and reflect. My friends, when you anchor your joy to being longed for or desired by another, you're handing over the reins of your life. You react to their moves or their silence, riding a relentless wave of highs and lows. Stoicism arms you with the tools to break free from that turmoil. By honing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, we forge a robust character, resilient and capable of drawing joy from personal growth and hard-won accomplishments. This isn't about withdrawing into isolation or ceasing to care for those around us. Stoicism doesn't demand we sever our emotions, but trains us in the discipline of emotional endurance. It urges the building of solid, purposeful relationships rooted in mutual respect and true understanding, free from the chains of dependency or desperate need. What's more, by committing to your own growth with unwavering discipline, you naturally become a beacon of attraction to others. People are pulled toward men who exude confidence, who pursue their passions with fervor, and who find contentment in their own wisdom and strength. So, in a profound irony that reveals true insight, the less you strive to force someone to miss you, the more indelibly you etch yourself in their memory, because you're living with authenticity and the full force of your best self. Let's pivot now from hunting for outside approval to tending the garden of your inner realm. Invest your time in mastering new abilities, delving into fresh passions, and deepening your grasp of who you are and the principles you stand by. This quest for self-mastery doesn't just yield personal satisfaction, it elevates you to a figure of admiration, and indeed, one that's hard to forget. Stoicism's aim isn't to crush your desires or ignore your innate need for human bonds, but to instill the wisdom that your happiness and sense of worth stand independent of them. By holding fast to these Stoic tenets with discipline, you can claim a life of genuine tranquility, deep contentment, and unshakable independence. Remember, the wellspring of real happiness resides squarely within your own fortified spirit. At the heart of Stoicism lies the profound understanding that while external events may elude our grasp, our responses to them remain firmly under our command. This truth bestows tremendous power. You alone hold the key to your emotional fortress, unlocking a freedom that's truly liberating. The emotional fortitude of Stoicism isn't about numbing yourself or retreating from life's arena. It's about wisely comprehending your feelings and choosing, with discipline, not to let them rule your actions. Stoics commit to concentrating on the controllable and releasing the rest. While we cherish our bonds with others, our happiness must never hinge on their presence or approval. This Stoic wisdom, my friends, calls us to forge relationships grounded in mutual respect and authentic connection, not in clinging dependency or fear of solitude. By cultivating emotional resilience through disciplined practice, we can savor deep, meaningful relationships without losing the core of who we are. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to live in harmony with life's natural ebb and flow, embracing change to fortify our inner strength. It reminds us that transformation is the only constant, and our ability to adapt to those shifts defines our true power as men. This flexibility isn't born of passivity, but of a steadfast commitment to our values, goals, and the pursuit of virtue. So, how do we nurture this emotional independence and strength? Begin with self-awareness. Gentlemen, regularly reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and reactions to life's challenges. Practice gratitude. Anchor yourself in the present and engage in pursuits that align with your deepest principles. Above all, dare to question your own responses. Ask yourself, are my emotional reactions rooted in the reality of now, or are they echoes of outdated beliefs? By embracing Stoicism, we learn to navigate life's tempests, not by seeking shelter in others, but by standing tall as our own beacon of strength. This journey toward emotional resilience isn't solitary. It's enriched by the wisdom of those who've walked this path before us. As we weave Stoic principles into our lives, our capacity to find joy, overcome adversity, and maintain balanced relationships grows stronger and clearer. Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus urged us to live in alignment with our true nature and the universe itself. At its core, this means discerning what truly matters in life and dedicating ourselves to it with unwavering discipline. For a Stoic, the essence of a meaningful life isn't found in fleeting external successes or the accumulation of wealth and status, but in cultivating virtue, wisdom, and integrity. It's about contributing to the greater good and building bonds rooted in respect and understanding. Crafting a life of purpose demands that we dive deep within, asking tough questions about who we are and what we stand for. We must define our values and live by them. Even when the world tempts us to compromise or conform, Stoicism serves as a compass in this introspective quest, urging us not just to scrutinize our actions, but to probe the motives behind them. Are we acting from virtue, or merely chasing the applause of others? Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the fleeting nature of external conditions and the vital importance of focusing on what remains in our control. This perspective is profoundly liberating, freeing us from the burden of trying to dominate the uncontrollable and guiding our energy toward where we can truly make a difference: our mindset, our choices, and our responses to the world around us. In this way, building a meaningful life isn't just about what we achieve, but how we live and the strength of character we bring to each day. Embracing a Stoic approach means accepting that pain and setbacks are natural parts of the human journey. Rather than viewing them as barriers to happiness, we can see them as forging grounds for growth, resilience, and a deeper understanding of life's complexities. This isn't about chasing suffering, but about finding purpose in overcoming it, learning from it, and moving forward with a stronger spirit and a more compassionate heart. In practice, a meaningful life is built not just through grand gestures, but through the quiet strength of daily actions. It lives in the kindness we show others, the integrity we uphold in our work, and the passion we pour into our pursuits. It's in the moments we pause to reflect on our place in the cosmos, to honor nature, to care for ourselves, and to nurture bonds with others. These acts, rooted in Stoic principles, weave the fabric of a life well lived. And remember, the Stoic path to purpose is one we walk together. We strengthen one another by sharing wisdom and experience. By anchoring our lives in Stoicism, we equip ourselves with the tools not only to face challenges, but to thrive amidst them, finding joy, purpose, and meaning in every step. The early Stoic philosophers understood that much of our frustration, anxiety, and even despair stems from trying to control what lies beyond our reach. We expend vast energy attempting to shape circumstances, outcomes, and even others to fit our will, only to find that much remains outside our grasp. This realization isn't meant to dishearten us, but to free us from the self-imposed chains of unattainable expectations. Applying Stoic teachings about letting go of control doesn't mean becoming a passive bystander in your own life. Instead, it's about channeling your strength into the realm where you hold true power, your inner world. Here, in the arena of your perceptions, decisions, and reactions, you are the master. Here, you can cultivate virtues like patience, understanding, and resilience, and find a deep, unshakable peace. Letting go of control, as Stoicism teaches, is a profound act of accepting life's natural flow. It's about distinguishing between our efforts and their outcomes, recognizing that while we can shape our actions with discipline, the results often lie beyond our direct command. This doesn't diminish the value of our striving, it reframes it in a wiser, more grounded perspective. When we align our actions with our core values and release our grip on specific outcomes, we live more fully, more authentically, as men of strength and purpose. Moreover, Stoic wisdom invites us to see every moment as a chance to practice acceptance and grow in understanding. It challenges us to question our deep-seated beliefs about control, success, and security. Through this, we discover that true power lies not in mastering the external world, but in commanding our inner one. Embracing this Stoic principle means welcoming adaptability and resilience, standing ready to face life's uncertainties with a calm mind and an open heart. This is about meeting life's challenges with grace, viewing them as opportunities to forge a stronger self and deepen self-discovery. When we apply this Stoic lens, our relationships grow richer, our stress fades, and our appreciation for the present moment deepens. We come to see that control isn't the key to happiness. Balance, acceptance, and inner harmony are. As men of wisdom, we learn to navigate life's storms not by forcing outcomes, but by steering our own course with steady resolve, releasing the need to control, in the Stoic sense, isn't about surrendering your strength, it's about reclaiming it in its most potent form. This journey toward inner freedom marks a profound shift in how we view and engage with the world. It's a life rooted not in external validation, but in the quiet power of inner peace, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. As we walk this path, we become not just survivors of life's trials, but masters of our own destiny, grounded in wisdom and discipline. As we conclude this exploration of Stoic wisdom, it's clear this ancient philosophy offers far more than a set of rules. It's a way of life steeped in strength, resilience, and tranquility. Stoicism guides us to focus on what truly matters, navigating life's highs and lows with grace and unwavering resolve. The practices we've discussed aren't abstract ideas, but practical tools, ready to be woven into the fabric of your daily life, transforming challenges into stepping stones for growth and deeper understanding. By embracing Stoicism, we not only learn to let go of outcomes beyond our control, but also discover how to cherish each moment fully, finding beauty in simplicity and fostering relationships rich with meaning and virtue. This is about building an inner fortress of peace, unshaken by external storms. The Stoic path doesn't promise a life free of hardship, but it offers something greater: the strength to face adversity with courage, the wisdom to act in alignment with virtue, and the serenity to accept what cannot be changed. Stoicism reminds us that while we cannot command the external world, we hold full authority over our perceptions, choices, and responses. As we integrate these principles, our understanding of happiness, success, and fulfillment transforms. We see that true joy stems not from fleeting fame or material gains, but from living in harmony with our deepest values and virtues. This, gentlemen, is the key to a life of profound meaning and enduring contentment. Thank you for joining me on this journey of wisdom. Here at Stoic Journal, we blend ancient wisdom with modern life, forging a path of growth and understanding. Together, let's keep exploring and evolving as men of strength and insight. For more wisdom, check out the recommended videos on your screen. Until we meet again, remember the journey inward is the most vital one. Stay disciplined, stay wise, and keep walking the Stoic path with purpose.